Hatapu, Heru Nefed, Heru Nefed. Good to see you this morning. Hope everything is going well. Can't wait to get started. Let's get right to it. All right, we're going to start with our usual adumbration before our Shiasha. So we'll get that in, okay? So we're going to start with all over body check-in. We're going to get into some Asar Stance. We're going to do some Qigong. Then we're going to do the form, short form. Once the short form is done, we're going to do an alternate nostril breathing exercise. And we're going to get into, and again, go over the basic meditation that we have to have folks do it for a few minutes. So that way we're going to do a seated meditation. And then we'll more than likely finish up with, we may get into some simple kneeling before the meditation and the alternate nostril breathing. We'll see how that goes, okay, as we flow through. Because the main pieces we want to get to is really get folks meditating more regularly, more consistently. And it doesn't have to be this elaborate piece. It really can just be for the few minutes that we have here, utilizing the visualization prompts that we have that will enable you to get to some real rest and peace, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get at it, okay? So let's get moving. Ready? Here we go. And we bow in, we say to all the masters that have gone before us, we bow, teacher to student, student to teacher. We're gonna start off feet parallel, shoulders width. Bring the hands up. Gonna shift the weight, pick up that left leg. And we're gonna draw a circle with the toes. Change direction. Set it down, wiggle the toes, sit it down on the heel is up, toes are up. Then start one toe at a time with the big toe. Working your way down to the pinky toe. Sit that foot down flat. You're gonna pick up the right, and we're gonna rotate. Draw a circle with the toes, change direction. And put it down, we're gonna wiggle the toes. One toe at a time. And the big toe all the way to the pinky toe. All right. Let me get it down, feet parallel, shoulders width. And slide on back into Wu Chi from feet parallel. Into pyramid hands. Shifting that weight, stepping left. Into the Asar Stance. Pyramid hands. Drop that left hand. Bring the right into the chest. Extend the right. And we're going to trace a Tai Chi diagram. And stop here, and in the front and center. Bring that left hand into the chest. And then out to pyramid hands. Holding the golden orbs. Into oneness. Into the turtle. Out to the drawbridge. Pointing the hands. Into oneness. Rabbit through the chute. Into oneness. Right hand on top of left hand, palms up, thumbs touching, arms and hands not touching the body. Rotate the left hand on top, see a ball of gold and white energy in between the palms of the hands. Into oneness. Turtle. Drawbridge. Pointing the hands. Oneness. Pyramid hands. Shifting the weight to the right, sliding the left foot into the Wu Chi position. And shake it out, opposites. Good, good, good. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Sinking down as we begin the short form. Exhale. Check it out, opposites. All right, I know what I had talked about, and we are going to do simple kneeling today. We got some time, let's get in. All right, toes, heels, knees together. And the reason we're doing this simple kneeling is I want to wake up the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous systems so that they'll be at our optimal support for us when we get into the alternate nostril breathing exercise and when we get into the meditation. All right, now we can come up on the balls of the feet. Toes, heels, knees together. Chin down. Breathing normally. Excellent. You come forward. And we're going to review again the kneeling push-up. So again, I cross the knees. You want to have the legs on top here. You want to have your arms straight down from the shoulders. As you have built this up, what you want to do is to have the arms come in tight to the side of the body. You press up, okay? Let's have a seat. That's good for the pectoral muscles, good for the deltoids. Also can work the stomach and back and thighs. When you're doing it together, it's a good all over body exercise when you get it in. Practicing it properly, it's very helpful for building some of the strength that we're not getting from folks not being at 20 minutes consistently in horse stance or Asar stance, okay? So now, I'm gonna sit in the crisscross applesauce or simple lotus. Okay, we're gonna do something a little different just to open us up a little bit as we're gonna talk about our seated meditation. So while you're here, you're gonna take this left hand, you're gonna put it behind you. So I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see, put it behind you. Then you're gonna take this right hand and come on across. And then you're gonna turn the hips, the waist, the shoulders, and finally turn the head. So this is what it looks like from the side. Straight on, it's here. Just breathing normally, nice and easy. You're gonna come on back to the front and go the other way. All right, good. Now, we got it, okay? You're gonna take your thumb and index finger on both hands, palm up, resting on the knees. You're gonna take your left hand, block off the left nostril, thumb, middle finger and index finger in the center of the forehead. Breathing in, out, in, out. In, out. Fire breath. Deep breath in. Release. Changing hands, no breath. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Fire breath. Deep breath in. Release. Both hands, thumb and index finger touching, palms up. Breathing in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Fire breath. Deep breath in. Chin down. And release. All right. In the seated position, we haven't forgotten. So I'm gonna work this shoulder, this left shoulder. Now you're like, how come we didn't get into the rest of the all over body check-in? We just did the feet like we did. Well, we want to get the body moving so you can feel the difference when you do it at different times of the practice. Take it to the front. And you see what it'll afford you is now you'll have different information coming to you that you'll need to pay attention to. Change the shoulder. And so that now you see that because you got body worn through Asar stance, that these shoulders should move a lot more fluidly already, okay? And because of the things that we've done earlier, we put some body weight on these wrists. All right, let's bring it around. You should feel differently in terms of the chest, the wrist, the shoulder, and the arm, in terms of how you are now rotating the hand and what it feels like. Change direction. Because you put in some work, it shouldn't feel as challenging to move this around. Fingers, one at a time. All right, now we do the left. Change direction. Remember to keep that elbow tucked. All right, then we wiggle these fingers. And that's one at a time. All right, let's sit tall. And you can be in either simple, not easy. Simple lotus. Gonna get our shas out. We get into our simple meditation. You want to have a seat as you are, get comfortable, sit tall, palms up, thumb and index finger touching. Breathing, utilizing the bellows breathing. Let's begin. In, out, in, and out. You're gonna feel your whole body relaxing. Settling into the position. Seeing the body go through the bellows breathing. Seeing the breath entering the body, filling the lungs, passing the lungs and going down into the belly. As it's doing so, we're activating the fire that burns within, the roaring fire in the belly. We see the body filling with light, healing light coming up from the earth, golden white in color, filling the body, rising up through the spine, filling the legs and the lower extremities, rising up, filling the body cavity, colon, kidney, liver, spleen, reproductive organs, lungs, heart, pancreas, gallbladder, adrenal glands, continuing to rise, filling the internal up through, rising up, the arms are full, filling up the neck, curling up the back of the head and the chin, the mouth, the ears, the nose, the eyes, all the way up through the crown. The body is filled with light. This light expands and extends beyond the body. So now you are in a protected orb, golden white light. While you are here, peaceful and relaxed, continue to breathe. You will see yourself as a vessel. And by vessel, we mean a large cup through which the knowledge of the ancients will pour in through your crown. So this is a way of being open to the messages of the ancestors, to the source. This is a way when creativity is blocked, you can take a moment and sit still and open yourself to the source of the creative energies, breathing deeply and fully. Excellent. Keep going at this breathing pattern. I want you to slowly release the orb, allow it to come under the skin, come down in the front of the face, down past the nose, the chin, coming down the neck, down the front of the body, all the way down to the reproductive organs and exiting back into the earth. Energy rises up through the legs, back into the earth, the same spot. Begin to slowly open the eyes, blinking rapidly, slowing the blinking rate down as we begin to become accustomed to the light in the room. Excellent. So now that we've got the breathing pieces down and we have that down, we're going to review our core work. So what I want you to do is a turn. You're going to get on your back, knees bent, arms relaxed at the sides, and we're going to go over the simple core work that we got. So we're going to start here, toes, heels, knees together, right? 90-degree angle, toes, heels, knees together. Breathing in, use your bellows breathing, and out, in, out, in, out. Fire breath. Deep breath in, and then release. Separate the knees and bring the toes and heel and sole of the foot together. Breathing in, out, in, out. Now go where you can go. Listen to your body. In, out, in, out. The goal is to keep these legs raised. In, the whole time. Out. You feel that pressure on the stomach. Fire breath. Deep breath in and release. Kick them straight up in the air. Breathing in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Fire breath. Deep breath in. And slowly bring the legs down. Let them come down slowly. Don't drop them like a sack of potatoes, y'all. Let them come down nice and easy. And we're up. I'm going to grab a seat for our wisdom from the sages of the ages. So we're going to more regularly begin to build up the core. It is the heart of our practice. So we want to begin to, now that folks are getting really accustomed to the breathing, now that folks are getting really accustomed to the movement, we want to bring it in and really bring it home by unifying the body with our core work. So this is the beginner's version of the core work. It really introduces you to your muscle systems down the center of the body. And as we begin to isolate, each shift or different movement of the feet isolates different muscles. And so we want to be able to do that. And we're going to go through that. And as we go forward, what it enables us to do is to become more in touch with the physical body. And so that we're working to become more in touch with our physical bodies, because that also impacts our mental health. And that's one of our foci this month, is looking at and focusing on our mental health, which is why we're expanding the types of meditation that we do. So you get the shorter ones, we have some longer ones. Next week, we're going to really get into kind of a seated meditation that you can do in a chair. For those of you that may be not be able to sit on the floor, or something you could do from your bed. So we want to be able, that's what we're going to do next week as a way to really focus on that. Because I want you to understand that when we're doing these practices, you don't need a lot of space. Okay, that's one of the beauties of Tai Chi Chuan, Qigong, and the way in which we do our breathing and other pieces is that it doesn't take a lot of space. And as long as you have some good clean air and you're getting your clean water and good food, you have an opportunity to really get going, get a good sweat going in a short amount of space because you're using the visualization to activate the heating mechanisms of the body, which is why we wanted to get in the parasympathetic and sympathetic poses, nervous system activation poses, all right? So grateful everyone was able to be here with us today. Let's get to the wisdom from the sages of the ages. First, we start with the essence of Tai Chi Chuan, the literary tradition. All right, we got the Song of the 13 Postures. The 13 postures should not be taken lightly. The source of the postures lies in the waist. Be mindful of the insubstantial and substantial changes. The breath spreads throughout without hindrance. Being still, when attacked by the opponent, be tranquil and move in stillness. My changes, caused by the opponent, fill them with wonder. And that's one of my favorite phrases, is I want to get to the point where someone can be filled with wonder. You know, look out, you'll have t-shirts and stuff coming soon. Be filled with wonder. All right, here we go. If you are an official of high standing and you are commissioned to satisfy the many, then hold to a straight line. When you speak, don't lean to one side or to the other. Beware lest someone complain, saying to the judges, they have distorted things, and then your very deeds will turn into a judgment of you. The teachings of Ptah Hotep. Now we get to the Tao Te Ching. Importance of life. As life emerges, death enters. The agents of life are 13. The agents of death are likewise 13. The 13 also may make men move in a death spot, women too. Why so? Because life is lived in too intense a manner. I have heard that one who is adept in guarding their life will not come across rhinoceros and tigers when traveling on land, and when in the armed forces will not get wounded by deadly weapons. In them, the rhinoceros can find no place to butt, nor can the tiger find any place to claw, nor can the weapons find any place to injure. Why so? Because there is no death spot in them. All right, today we're going to read from the prophet. And this is from Laws. It says, what of the old serpent who cannot shed their skin and calls all others naked and shameless? And of them who comes early to the wedding feast, and when overfed and tired goes their way, saying that all feasts are violation and all feasters lawbreakers. What shall I say of these, save that they too stand in the sunlight, but with their backs to the sun? They see only their shadows, and their shadows are their laws. And what is the sun to them but a caster of shadows? And what is it to acknowledge the laws but to stoop down and trace their shadows upon the earth? But you who walk facing the sun, what images drawn on the earth can hold you? You who travel with the wind, what weather vane shall direct your course? What man's law shall bind you if you break your yoke, but upon no man's prison door? What law shall you fear if you dance, but stumble against no one's chains? And who is it that shall bring you to judgment if you tear off your garment and leave it in no one's path. O people, you can muffle the drum and you can loosen the strings of the lyre, but who shall command the skylark not to sing? Thank you very much. That is all we have for today. We're so grateful for your presence, your participation, your attendance, and the fullness of you being shared with us during this session. Please take the time, if this is useful to you, to like, subscribe, share, hit the little bell so you can get our videos consistently. I want to thank you so much. Du'au, Hatapu, peace unto you. Harun Affair, good day. Ankh Uja Seneb, life, health, and strength. Aman Re Nasut Mecher, Atan Re Nebanank, Hatapu, peace.